Hello. Now, here I am going to explain the continuity of the function fx at the point x is equal to a belonging to the real number. A function is said to be continuous function at the point x is equal to a, where a is constant and belonging to the real number if the right hand limit of the function is equal to the left hand limit of the function and is equal to the value of the function at the point x is equal to a. If this equation, this is the condition of the continuity of the function, if this condition satisfy, if this condition holds, that then we say that the function is continuous at a particular point a. If at a particular point a the function will be continuous, means in the neighborhood of in the neighborhood of a the function is neighborhood of x is equal to a, the function is continuous, means for a small interval it will be a continuous function. To show that if what is continuous function, let us try to understand. I am just taking fx is equal to x square minus 4 divided by x minus 2. Is this function is continuous? Is this function is continuous function at x is equal to 2? This is one of the question I have taken. So suppose I will take here the point is given x is equal to 2. At the point x is equal to 2, if we will find f2 the value of the function, so it is x square minus 4 divided by x minus 2. So in place of x we have to substitute 2. So 2 square minus 4 divided by 2 minus 2, it is 4 minus 4 divided by 2 minus 2, it is 0 by 0. So 0 by 0 is undefined, so it does not belong to the real number. So fx is not continuous function at x is equal to 2, because at x is equal to 2 there is a jump. If you will draw the line, draw the graph of the function. Suppose I am taking fx is equal to, it is x square minus 4 divided by x minus 2. So it is x square minus 2 square divided by x minus 2. So it is x plus 2 into x minus 2 whole divided by x minus 2. So this and this will cancel, so it is x plus 2. So now it is a linear equation, a linear expression. So if we will draw the graph, if we will take x is equal to something and fx is equal to, we will just make a chart for it. So if x is equal to, I am taking x is equal to 0, y is equal to 2, x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3, x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4, y is equal to 4, x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 0. This will come. If you will see in the graph, suppose I am drawing the graph, just rough graph. This is y-axis and x-axis, and this is negative y-axis and this is negative x-axis. So I am just taking 1 2 3 4 here. This is minus 1, minus 2 and minus 3, minus 4 and so on, and this is again 1 2 3 and 4. Again here I am taking minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. It is not necessary. So when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 2. So this is the point. This we are getting, x is equal to 1, y is equal to 3. This is, and when x is equal to 2, y is equal to 4. So this is the point, x is equal to the, and when x is equal to -2, it is 0. So if we will draw the graph, it is a straight line, it is a straight line, and this straight line, if we will take the value at x is equal to 2, x is equal to 2, this value at this point here is a jump, because the value of x is equal to at the point x is equal to 2. I am just darken it because these values lies in the graph, but I am not darkening it. So if we will draw this graph, here is a jump, here is a jump, and then here from here to here is a jump take place. So here is a jump or gap, so if we will just draw a line, a straight line, here we have to just lift the pen, tip of the pen. So and then again here we have to draw. So here will be jump at the point x is equal to 2. So therefore it is not continuous at this point x is equal to at this point x is equal to 2. So in this interval, I am just making an interval here. This is the left hand limit, and here if we will take the small width of interval, a small interval, this is the right hand limit, and right hand limit and left hand limit may be equal, but are equal, but the value of the function here, it is the function fx, the value of the function at this point is not defined, because the value of the function at the point x is equal to 2 is equal to 0 by 0, which does not belongs to the real number, it is undefined. So therefore the function is not continuous, so function is discontinuous here. So now we are taking the other example, and we will see whether the function is continuous or discontinuous. So here I am taking one of the example, suppose this is the second example, I am just taking it. Next example, here I am just taking from the book, fx is equal to minus x square plus 4, and it is, well, if x is less than or equal to 3, and it is equal to, fx is equal to 4x, it is equal to 4x minus 8 if x is greater than 3, and we will have to check is function this under this inequality is continuous, continuous at the point x is equal to 3. So here this is the question, whether the function is continuous at this point or not. So here we will have to check. So solution is, here I am taking, here the point is x is equal to 3, x is equal to 3 is the point, it is given over here. This is the point where we have to check that the graph is continuous or not. So we will take the right hand limit first. I am taking right hand limit. Okay, so right hand limit x tends to 3 plus, in 3 plus means little bit more than 3. So fx, it is equal to limit x tends to 3 plus, and now if 3 plus means slightly more than 3, so if we will take 3 plus, then we will have to take this inequality, because here is x is greater than 3, and here 3 plus shows that x is greater than 3. So we will take 4x minus 8. So limit x tends to 3, 4x minus 3, again we have to write, so no need to write this limit, so only 4 into 3 minus 8, here you will be into sign, so 8 minus 8, it will become 0, so here it is equal to 0. uh, so it is no 4 3 12, sorry, 4 3 12, so it is equal to 4, it is equal to 4, sorry for that. So left hand limit is it is equal to limit limit x tends to 3 minus fx, and 3 minus means over here, 3 minus means the value of x is slightly less than 3, so this will give the value is slightly less than 3, so for that I have to take this, and for this I have taken this, so here it is, limit x tends to 3 minus, I am just writing x square plus 4, but no need to write this, just to explain. So here we have to put minus 3 square plus 4, so minus is minus 9, it is plus 4, so it is equal to minus 5. So from these two it is clear that both are not equal, and again I will just find out whether at the point x is equal to 3 f3, so it is here x is equal to 3, it shows that x is equal to 3 over here. So again if we will find the value of the function, so it will give minus 3 square plus 4. So if we will see that all the three values are not equal, all the three values are not equal, because it is 4, the right hand limit is equal to 4, and the left hand limit is equal to minus 5, and f3 is equal to minus 5. So these two are not equal, and again these are not equal, so therefore the limit x tends to 3 plus and limit fx is not equal to limit x tends to 3 minus, means left hand limit is not equal to the value of the function this. So the function is, therefore we can say that fx is not continuous, not continuous continuous at x is equal to 3. So if we will draw the graph, we will get a jump over here. At the point x is equal to 3, we will get a jump. Now we are taking the other question, and I am trying to explain that the other question I have just taken. I will just copy the question only, and then I will explain. So suppose I am just taking one of the question. The question is discuss the continuity of the function fx is equal to 1 minus cos 7 x minus pi radian divided by 5 x minus pi whole square at the point x is equal to pi. So here we will have to check whether the function is continuous or not at the point x is equal to pi radian. So here and also we will have to find out the limiting value of the function, and we have to find the question is find limit x tends to pi, and 1 minus cos 7 into x minus pi divided by 5 into x minus pi whole square. Okay, so this we will have to find out. So first of all we will find out the left hand limit and right hand limit of the function or anyone. So solution, we are coming to the solution. So just taking the right hand limit of the function, limit x tends to here is pi plus, I am taking pi plus means right hand limit, and this is equal to fx, and then we will write limit x tends to pi plus, and fx is equal to 1 minus cos 7 into x minus pi and whole divided by 5 x minus pi whole square. So I am just taking to simply for the simplification, x is equal to, let x is equal to pi plus h, where h is a very small number and tending to 0. So we can write in this way also, limit x tends to 0, 1 minus uh, cos 7, in place of x I am writing pi plus h minus pi, and again here I will be taking this, in the curly bracket I am just giving pi plus h minus pi whole square. So now limit here, pi will cancel, here is also cancel. So limit uh, s tends to 0, 1 minus cos 7 cos 7 h, and divided by divided by 5, it is h square, so it is 5h square. As we know that 1 minus cos theta, it is equal to 2 sine square theta by 2. So in place of theta we have 7h. So here we will assume this as theta. So here we can write this in with the help of this formula, some multiple angle formula. So 2 sine square 7h by 2 and divided by 5h square. So now we know that limit x tends to 0, sine x divided by x, it is equal to 1. Here we can just take out the number or constants outside. So 2 by 5 is taken at outside, and now s tends to 0, sine 7h by 2 whole square we can write, and this is also dividing by 7h by 2 whole square, and again we have to multiply so that there will be no change, only to convert in this form, only to convert in this form. And now it is h square over here because 5 is taken out, and now it is 2 by 5, limit h tends to 0, and this can be written as sine 7h by 2 and divided by 7h by 2 whole square, and into, it is 49 h square by 4 divided by h square. H square will cancel, and as we know that this will become 1 square. So 2 by 5 into 1 square into 49 by 4, and this we can cancel over here. So it is 49 by 10. So this is the right hand limit. Similarly the left hand limit will be, if we will find out, left hand limit is also equal to 49 by 10 will come. This is, now we have to find out the value of the function at the point x is equal to pi also. If we will find the value of the function x is equal to, at the point x is equal to pi, so we will just substitute it over here in the function 1 minus cos 7, in place of x pi I will write pi minus pi, and divided by here 5 pi minus pi whole square. So it is equal to 1 minus cos, this will cancel out, and this is also cancel out. So cos 0 degree, and here is 5 into 0 square. So 5 into 0 square, so cos 0 degree is equal to 1, and it is also 0, and so 0 by 0. So 0 by 0 is coming, so it is indeterminate form, so it is not a real number. So if we will see that that from these three equations, all are not equal, both these two are equal and this is not equal, means if at the point x is equal to pi, there will be a jump in the curve. So we can say that limit x tends to pi plus fx is equal to limit x tends to pi minus fx, but it is not equal to f pi. So the function is not continuous, continuous at x is equal to pi, but the limiting value of the function exists, and the limiting value of the function right hand limit exists. So it is the value of the function limit, value of the limit is 49 by 10, but the function is not continuous. So this will help you to understand the function. So if a function will be a continuous function in the open interval or in the closed interval, if we will draw the graph in that interval, either open interval or closed interval. In open interval, for every point inside the open interval, the function will be continuous, excluding the endpoints. Suppose I am taking the interval AB, then all the excluding A and B, the function should be continuous. But in closed interval AB, the function will be continuous when for every point the function is continuous, as well as at the end point the function should be continuous, then the function will be continuous. So now I will try my best in the explanation of the differentiability of the function in the next video, and I will send to you, ma'am. Please, thank you.